Hi guys, now Dani's back from maternity leave, we thought we'd take this opportunity to answer some of the questions that we always get asked about the blog.
Yeah, we just thought it'd be a really nice way for you guys to get to know us a bit better and find out more about what we do.
So Dani and I met on a shoot and it was 7 or 8 years ago?
8 years ago, yeah.
Oh my god, time flies. And yeah, you were the stylist and I was the hair and makeup artist, and we pretty much worked together ever since on
then,
shoots.
Yeah. Whenever we had editorials, we'd always really be on the same page. We'd always edit the same images as each other and just have the same vision. So it was we hit it off quite quickly.
Yeah, we were very compatible, weren't we? Creativity.
Yeah.
And with our wardrobe.
Yeah.
We'd often turn up
on set
outfit.
wearing the same outfit head to toe, as we still do.
Yeah, we do.
How did we get into our industries? I started off interning, as everybody does, working at various different fashion magazines as the little fashion monkey in the cupboard, making the teas and coffees and doing the returns and the carnets. And then I got a job at Marie Claire magazine. I think I was there for 3 or 4 years on the fashion team, and then jumped into the world of freelance about 8 years ago. Yeah. And have just been styling ever since.
Well, pretty much when we met then.
Yeah.
We just started out. Yeah. Well, I was 14 when I realised I wanted to be a makeup artist. Back then, not many people actually knew what that even was. So I left school. I was quite young, so my parents weren't quite ready for me to hit London. So I did hairdressing and beauty therapy. They said, get a trade, we'll back you up 100%. So I did that. And then I shadowed makeup artists for 2 years for free and just watched and learned and then created my own style, I guess.
It's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
You've got to be prepared to work for a
true.
while, unpaid and all hours.
Yeah, for not much money.
Yeah. Probably not being treated very nicely, but you can end up doing a job you love, so it's worth it.
It's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like the next step, I guess. We were trying to work out a lot of things in the industry weren't really growing, or there was less work, and we were both trying to evolve professionally and trying to think of something. But one of the main reasons I think we both did it was because we're always getting asked, what mascara should I buy? What's the best next skincare?
Where did you get those boots from? Where can I get the best leather jacket without spending a fortune? It was like daily. Yeah. We were getting asked these questions and bombarded, and we realised that for women of our age, there wasn't much out there. The blogs were all very young, and also nothing that really offered a hair and makeup artist and a stylist. Yeah. That could
both professional
cover both,
opinions.
so you didn't have to go to 2 different places to find out like the best products for like aging skin, or the best trends and how to wear them in a more grown-up way. Yeah,
it's true. And in fairness, I think it was my husband, wasn't it, that pushed us into it, because he's into marketing and he'd been listening to me on the phone. But all my friends that had become very time poor through having children or moving house or working hard, and he just said, it's just the right thing for you girls. Yeah. So we did it.
For me, I'd say the most enjoyable part of the blog is when you see people that are like wearing the stuff we put on there, or they say, oh, I read Wendy's piece on internet dating and it gave me the courage to get back out there. Because when you sit at home and you're up all night, you've just put the baby to sleep and you're trying to get a blog written, you're like, is anyone really going to be reading this apart from our mums? So it's really nice to know that you guys are, and that people are taking something from it. It's great. Yeah,
it's true. And mine's writing again, actually. It's kind of strange that I hadn't really picked up a pen and paper and done research and written something I was passionate about since school. Yeah. And it's amazing how brain dead you get doing a creative job. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but you do. You kind of, so you think creatively, but it was actually quite nice to
put pen to paper
and use my brain again. Yeah. And I actually can't believe how much I'm enjoying writing, because I didn't really like it at school. And now I love it. So yeah, this one's really easy, and you probably feel the same. It's being in front of the camera and doing the pictures, and that's because my whole life I've been behind the camera. And my whole job's revolved around that. So actually putting yourself out there.
Yeah, we still really struggle, don't we?
This actually feels more natural, because I feel like I'm hanging out with you and it's quite nice. But actually to pose and try and do model-like behaviour
doesn't come easily.
It's tricky. Still slightly struggling.
Yeah, it just feels like there's a lot of vanity involved, but
and we're not
getting
used to
there.
it. Yeah, we are.
Definitely getting there.
Slowly, I hope.
For me, I'd say is to try and be in the moment. Like when you're on holiday and you're visiting somewhere amazing, we obviously really want to share it with you guys, but it's quite difficult to get out of your blogger's brain and just be living it rather than thinking, oh, there's a really good shot there for Instagram.
It's really true, actually.
On our honeymoon, me and my husband just took a Polaroid camera, so I was having like time off from the blog and we had to like nail that sunset picture in one shot. We couldn't stand there and take 50. So finding the blog life
balance. True.
Advice for somebody wanting to start a blog. I would say just don't compare yourself to the other blogs that are out there. There's so many and it can be so daunting and overwhelming, and you think, well, I don't have the money to buy the designer handbags to go off on holiday to the Maldives, but sometimes it's just better to keep it real and just offer what you do know and what you love and just be true to yourself, and then people will find inspiration in that.
It's true, because it stunts your creativity a bit as well sometimes when you're comparing yourself to everyone and you're trying to achieve something that isn't really achievable if they've been doing it for like 6 years. And
then you won't have a unique blog because you'll just be like all the other ones that already exist. So just put stuff out there that you're passionate about and you enjoy, and it'll fall into place.
Yeah. Mine would be prepared to work hard. I actually don't think we realised, did we? No. It was a bit of a shock. Because I think also because at first you're doing your full-time job and then you have this part-time job. And so basically you don't have a day off for the first 12 months. And you're working till 10 at night. And because you need the content. So I think prepare just to put your life on hold for about a year. It is really worth it, because once you've built that content, then you can take a tiny step back.
And it becomes second nature. So it doesn't really feel like work.
No, not so overwhelming. I've got a feeling this is the same.
Should we count down?
Oh, okay.
3, 2, 1.
Biker jacket. It's probably on our back about 9 or 10 months of the year.
You guys must get so bored of seeing it with everything. But from throwing it over a t-shirt to like a ditzy floral dress, I've worn it to weddings. I mean,
have you?
Yeah,
that's brilliant. Okay, I don't think I've quite done that. But I have often wondered why it's not walked out of my house.
Yeah, so there you go, the biker jacket, invest.
Yeah, one to invest in.
Yeah. I think if you guys were to look into my wardrobe, you'd probably say it's the jumpsuit.
Yeah.
I mean, knitted for the day, a bit more slinky for the evening. I'm so comfortable in them. I think it's because I'm quite tall.
They really work on you.
Long through the body. But yeah, the jumpsuit for me.
I think I'm wearing mine. Jeans and t-shirt.
Yeah, or jeans and a blouse.
Yeah, occasionally.
We both love jeans and a blouse.
But if ever I don't know what to wear, it's always a white t-shirt, hence why I'm probably in it now.
But I'd say, always... we're both more dress down than dress up kind of girls. Yeah,
definitely. So products, that's a really tough one for me. God, I love my products. If I had to choose, it'd be facial oil.
Yeah, I think since meeting Wendy, that would be mine too. Before I met her, I would just slap on whatever was on special offer.
You were a nightmare.
Without care in the world. But face oil has definitely transformed my skin thanks to this one. So, I think it's safe to say red lipstick for me. It's just such a cheap's guide to looking awake, especially now with a baby. Like, I could have not slept, and if I just put a bit of red lippy on, or I'm lacking in a suntan, it just completely brightens your face and makes you feel like you've made an effort when you've really made none. So.
It's true, it hides a million sins.
Yeah.
That and a pair of glasses. Although you can't do that, but I
can. What would yours be?
So I think eyeliner. I love a bit of a sort of smudgy makeup. It makes, as long as my eyes pop a little bit, that's probably where I'm most comfortable. So mine's old school. People actually laugh at me when I say this, but I love it still. It's a diary. See?
Yeah, I know, but you always have it out. Like,
I do. I love it
20
being
times
there.
a day.
Yeah, I love writing in it. I love crossing it out. And my Smythson diary, I love every year.
Well, see, that's a lot more glamorous than mine. Mine's old school as well, but in a completely different way. I'm obsessed with food, with snacking. But I love the sesame snaps.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you ever have them as a kid?
I used to have them as a kid.
I've rediscovered them, and I'm forever finding half-eaten ones in the bottom of my handbag. But as long as I know I've got that like sugar kick, should I need it.
You do love your sugar.
Yeah. So yeah, Smythson Diary sounds quite glamorous next to a sesame snap.
Ah.
So if you'd asked me this question 3 months ago, I think it would have been a very different answer. But I'm going to have to say surviving. Surviving the last 3 months of becoming a mum. It's incredible, but no one can prepare you for it. It's just bizarre in a million ways, and getting through it each day one at a time.
Yeah, you're doing well. You really are. Mine would be learning to ski at 40. If you know me, you'll realise that really is an achievement. I'm the least sporty person ever.
Yeah.
And I'm actually not a scaredy cat, but I'm not an adrenaline junkie either.
No.
So, I met my husband and he learned to ski at 40, and it was a bit kind of like, well, join them or don't. So I then thought, wow, this will be really something if I can do this. And I can actually do it now.
I need to learn. You need to take me on the slopes, Wendy.
Yeah, especially now you've got a baby boy.
That's true.
So yeah, this is actually always my favourite thing to do. And luckily it's my husband's too, so we actually have really lovely days doing this. It's to go to a few art galleries in London, followed by dim sum.
Very specific.
Yeah, very passionate about my dim sum. And then, just have a few drinks somewhere. But it's a date in London, really.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mine's probably changed a lot again. Probably just lie down in a dark room, alone, some earplugs and sleep. But it would have been, I love looking for bits for the house, antiques hunting, going to Crystal Palace.
I still love that.
Yeah, having really nice lunches, which we do still do.
Yeah, we're both quite big foodies, aren't we?
Yeah, everything's food related. Yeah.
Especially with you two. Yeah. That is true.
So, this is a tricky one.
Yeah. There's a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first?
Okay. Do you know what? I think what you learn as a woman as you get older is how much you should trust your instinct.
Yeah.
And I don't think you do that enough when you're younger.
Yeah, that's true.
I think you get swept away with people and what you think should be expected of you and what people expect of you, and you kind of know it's not right and you don't trust it.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
that actually is one of the best things about getting older, especially in your 40s, that you really trust your instinct differently.
You learn the hard way, but your gut instinct's nearly always right.
You let it take control when you get older, whereas when you're younger you just want to please everyone else.
That's a good one. I would say to go travelling. I wish I'd done that. I wish I'd taken a year out and gone and travelled the world. I kind of thought getting into a job that allowed me to travel was the same thing, and it's not. Like, it's amazing that we get to travel as part of our jobs, but when you're on a beach doing a photo shoot, for example, you're very much like in the zone, and you're up at sunset and at sunrise and going to bed at sunset.
Yeah, it's true.
It's not the same as a holiday, so definitely go travelling would be mine.
Yeah, you're right actually with that, because I travelled so much in my job, like 8 months a year really sometimes, and it's just not the same. I see my stepkids now going off for 5 months and that sense of freedom.
Yeah, no responsibility.
Yeah, make the most of that.
Wow, talent. I think it's got to be singing. I mean, imagine just opening your mouth and Beyonce's voice just pouring out.
I love that you chose Beyonce.
It had to be. It'd have to be.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. I try my best in the shower, but it's nothing anyone wants to listen to.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. What would yours be?
So I think mine would be languages.
That's a good one.
As you can tell with my accent, sometimes even struggle with English. But I am going to do it one day. I'm going to learn Spanish, but I wish I would, had several languages. I wish I was bilingual.
Yeah, like it came naturally to learn different languages. Yeah,
so
that's
nice.
a really good one.
I find them so difficult.
Same.
Yeah, these are really obvious for me with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm scared.
No, don't be. I think I should be. Patient. Never met anyone like you. Very caring. And this to me really is one of your fortes. You're so diplomatic. You have such a way with people and making a sort of uncomfortable situation bearable, and just being
really
able
like
to
the drama.
smooth things over.
Yeah.
You don't like the drama, but you're also just good with people. So that is
Aw,
definitely one of yours.
That's nice. Wendy. Very... Okay, I'm going to have to say chatty. This woman is on the phone 18 hours out of the day.
Love a chat.
She, like, if you see her name come up on your phone, you've got to put 2 hours aside because it's not going to be a quick call. She loves to talk. So
I think it's the northern thing.
That's definitely one of them. And so caring, so considerate. Like, everyone that meets Wendy falls in love with her in a second and opens up their heart to her within minutes, I'd say. And
That's
funny.
the job.
Sometimes she doesn't realise she's being funny.
Maybe.
But she's hilarious. Sometimes it'll just be what we call a Wendyism, where a saying or a phrase will come back to front and upside down, and
make my own words up.
Yeah, makes up her own dictionary.
Yeah, definitely get laughed at, I think, rather than laughed with a lot.
No,
wow.
It's a really good trait to have, definitely. So yeah, that's us.
Yeah, thanks for listening.